Hey y'all, it's been a minute, right? Right? I know. I had a lot happen. I ended up, I was doing good with my videos, as you know. Oh yeah, so that's, you'll get a room tour soon. But yeah, I was doing good. And then May, basically, my health took a nosedive. It happens. I mean, I told y'all I have these random flare-ups of whatever this is, and so I just end up in a lot of pain, and I just have a miserable time. So that happened, and then that usually coincides with my depression kicking up because I'm miserable because I'm in pain, and then I can't do a bunch of stuff, and so I start feeling down on myself and feeling kind of useless and blah blah blah. So anyway, that pretty much knocked out May and June. And then July, usually my mom and my nephews and sometimes my brother, if he doesn't have work, they come out here to visit me in July because we have my nephews for the whole month of July every year. But Corona kind of killed them coming out here, so I ended up flying home to Texas, which was cool because I hadn't seen my family since February, since all this stuff started. So yeah, I flew out there and I was in Texas from July 2nd to August 6th. I got back a couple days ago. I think today is like the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, but I came back and I've just been still working on getting my place straight because I didn't, like I said, May and June was a wash. Like I didn't do anything. So yeah, I've still been doing that. Obviously, I put up my shelves and my wallpaper I wanted to do and some other stuff. So that's what I've been doing this week since I came back, and just cleaning my place because I wasn't here for a month, and laundry and all that kind of stuff. But excuse me, I didn't have any intentions of recording the video today, but I keep getting notifications on my phone because of something that happened yesterday, and then I was like, I need to vlog this in the moment. Well, the moment was yesterday, but it's still going on. So basically, you guys know I have, or if you don't, this is your first video. Hey girl, hey. But I have a business, a t-shirt business, Chic Geek Apparel. I'll put in clips or links or something. But basically, when my health went to trash, then I couldn't work on my business. Also, I didn't have money because my health went to trash, which means I lost my job, which means I didn't have any income. And so all that's been going on the last couple of years, financially struggling, whatever. Business got pushed to the back burner. And then in May, funny enough, right before I got sick, I actually decided, okay, I'm going to do this for real. I'm going to try to find my LLC stuff and make my stuff official, But then also, I think, I have mentioned in other videos, but if this is your first one, short version is, while I was sick, my website came up for renewal, and because I was sick and I had health stuff going on, I didn't see the email. I missed it by like a month. Well, so there's companies out there that basically wait for people's domains to expire, and if they are actually in use, like you're doing something with it, and so it has a lot of traffic, and then they see, oh, somebody will probably want this if we bought it, so they wait for them to expire, and as soon as they do, they snatch them up. So a domain that I was paying, I don't know, $20-$30 a year for me to have my domain name, which is chicgeekapparel.com, for my website, obviously. But yeah, the website I was paying, maybe $20 for a year. These people bought it because, when I got it, it was nothing. Chic Geek Apparel didn't exist. And so when you would type that in, nothing would come up. Well, fast forward to 4 years later at this point, now when you type in stuff, all of my stuff comes up. My pictures, my Instagram, all kinds of stuff comes up for it. So obviously they knew that it was one that was in use and somebody would want it back. So they bought my website and they're like, oh, well, you could buy it back from us, but it's going to cost you $3,300. So I definitely just said in the beginning that I stopped working. My health was trash. I didn't have any income, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't have $3,300. I didn't have $33 to give them. So that was really disheartening because then it was like, all right, am I going to have to change my everything, change my website, change my business cards, change all the promotional materials I have. So, add to that with the whole my health thing and then the website issue, and then just I was really, so basically since I got back from Texas last week, it's just really been, I was thinking about, okay, am I really gonna try with my business again, or should I just give it up? Is it even worth going through all of this mess? Like, maybe you should just chalk it up. Maybe this ain't the thing for you. So yeah, I was feeling that. That's what I've been feeling. I was thinking about doing my business, but then more so I was like, maybe that's all this is happening because it's telling you, like, you should walk away. It's too much. Well, oh, so if y'all wonder what this is, it's I have regular masks. Side note. I have regular masks, right? And these are what I was using before. But as you see, I wear glasses. And so it's irritating always putting those on and off. And then also, if you can see, I have piercings. I had another one up here. But basically, while I was in Texas, I ended up getting, see this bump at the top now? So it turned into that. The bump covered up my piercing. I had to go in and get it checked out. I had to get my piercing removed. And what the guy told me was he's been doing that a lot for people because of Corona, because people who wear these masks and they constantly loop on and off, it irritates that piercing, and so it gets aggravated and it has to come out, which mine had to come out. So now I don't have a piercing there anymore, which is annoying. I'm gonna get it redone. But then I bought these kind of masks that you just pull up. So ooh, obviously you don't do that. My glasses are loose. I need to get them tightened, but yeah. So this comes up here. It looks like that. It goes over my ears and stuff, but yeah, and this is easier for me because then it doesn't bother my ears, and so that's what this thing is. I just realized while I was touching it. Okay, so anyway, yesterday I was feeling, you know, what I was feeling, and then so I wake up yesterday morning, right? Okay, I still have obviously Instagram for my business and my personal stuff. I have accounts, but I don't use them. I've said before, I've been off social media basically since I got sick and whatever, so I'm not on anything, right? But I still get the notifications like, oh, this person is following you, this person posted, blah blah blah. But I usually just whatever. I still get follows on my business page. They're pretty sporadic, maybe 1 or 2 a week, something like that, but it's not a big deal, right? So I wake up yesterday and I'm getting notifications and notifications and notifications, and I was like, well, maybe one of my friend, like my baker friends, because I know some people who have a pretty big following in the baking world and they wear my shirts and stuff. So I figured one of them probably just wore something of mine and just tagged me or whatever. So I didn't really pay much attention to it. But then more and more kept coming. And then I started getting DMs from people. Like, nobody DMs me, right? So I was like, man, let me log on and see what's going on. Why am I getting this? Well, I'm going to put in, I guess, a picture, a screenshot, so I can show y'all what, yeah, I'll show y'all. So here you go. So basically, if you don't know who Supacent is, she is a business owner from New Orleans, Louisiana. She has the Crayon Case, which is this huge makeup brand that kind of took the makeup world by storm like 2 years ago, maybe, I think. But she's doing her thing. But I've been following her for years. Like, I started watching her initially. She used to make Vine videos and tell YouTube story times, essentially. Just funny stories about stuff that happened to her, dating, blah blah blah. She was hilarious. So I started watching her from that, and then I started following her, you know, on Instagram and stuff. And back then she was working a regular job. I even remember she was on, like, what's that show with Gordon Ramsay, Kitchen Nightmares, because she was working at this one restaurant. But yeah, back then she had actually her own t-shirt line at the time. And so she was selling her shirts and like phone cases and different stuff like that, right? And so yeah, so she was selling that stuff, and she was selling these earbuds actually. So just imagine putting, you know, earbuds with the cords, like regular earphones. She was selling those, but instead of cords, it was like these pearls, so it looked like a necklace when you were wearing it. And I bought a pair, posted it on my business page, and tagged her in it. Never thought she would see it, but she ended up seeing it and reposting that picture on her page and tagging me and following me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was so hyped that day. That was probably 2017, right? And so a year ago, in April of 2019, I went to this event. It was a business brunch. This is when I was semi on social media, but it was a business brunch that she was going to be at, and she was the keynote speaker. Sorry if I'm looking in the wrong spot, you know, whatever. But yeah, she was the keynote speaker, and so I was like, man, I really want to meet her and like talk to her about business and tell her, you know, she's been inspirational and I follow her and blah blah blah. And I was like, well, this is probably my best bet of getting close to her, because you know, if we go to some big event, say like Essence Festival or something, it's thousands of people, I'm not gonna see her. This brunch was probably a couple hundred, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go. It was in Memphis though, but I got tickets for me and my mom to go to the VIP, so we could do the meet and greet after and ask her questions and all that. I paid for that because I was like, yes, this is so worth it. So when I went out there, I went with a couple shirts. I took her, I gave her a couple shirts. I gave her fiance, I think he's still her fiance. He was their fiance then. I don't know what's up with them now, but I gave him a couple shirts, her son, and then her baby a couple onesies. And I just wrote her this letter to basically, you know, explain what I said. I like you, you're dope, I like your story, I've been following you, it's inspiration, yada yada yada. We have a lot in common because we're both, you know, obviously black women from the South, kind of starting our own thing, trying to build our own empires, blah blah blah. So anyway, wrote her that letter, told her all that stuff. At the event, it ended up running over, and so the meet and greet got kind of smashed together, so it really ended up just being everybody got to take a picture, but it was like picture, keep it moving. So we couldn't say much to her, so I just said hi, and she asked me my name. She told me I was really pretty. I never forgot that. Hey. We took our picture and kept it moving, right? And so while we were sitting there doing something else, and I saw her dude off to the side, so I told my mom, I was like, yo, I probably should go give this to him, because obviously I'm not gonna be able to talk to her like that. And I know him from her Instagram, and he also had his own t-shirt business and stuff, so I did want to talk business with him, funny enough, because I wanted to find out his pricing and stuff, and maybe have him print my shirt designs and whatever. So I wanted to talk to him about that stuff, but then also I was like, okay, well, I can give him this to pass it along to her. So I went over, got his rates, he followed me, we talked some business, gave me some numbers, whatever, and then I told him what the bag was about, showed him the shirts that I gave for him, and you know, whatever. I was like, if you could just pass this to her, I'll appreciate it. So leave Memphis, go back to my regular life, come back to California, and time goes by, and I don't hear anything back, which I kind of didn't expect to, but I was like, well, maybe she'll wear them or post it or send me a message or something, but I never heard anything back. And then fast forward a few more months, they broke up. Her and her dude broke up, right? So I was like, well, that's the end of that. I just figured they phone cut off because I don't have storage. I'm gonna try to talk fast. They broke up. I assumed he never gave it to her. I chalked it up as a loss. This was April of last year. Fast forward to yesterday, and yeah, she just posted my shit on her page and tagged me, and so I'm still getting follows, I'm still getting stuff, which is crazy. So now I took it as, you know, I was questioning if I should do this, and the universe is usually pretty good about giving me signs, yay or nay, or pushing me towards stuff. If that's not a damn sign, I don't know what is. So needless to say, I'm trying to get back to my business. I'm working with somebody to try to get my website situation straightened out, but in the meantime, I've made an email account, so I can hit up those people in my DMs, so they have a way to get in touch with me. And because I have shirts here, I just have no way to put them up because I don't have a website. So I created an email, which I will link here in case you want to hit me up, and I'll post, I guess maybe I'll go on Instagram, or I don't know how I'm going to do it to post what I have available, but I have shirts available. So I'm going to get back to all those DMs and comments, because I've been getting people hit me up like, yo, I want that shirt she had on, I want this shirt, tagging me in my comments. I see all the notifications. I haven't been on my Instagram yet, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to tell y'all that in the moment, because I'm still hype about it 24 hours later. That was the kick in the butt I needed to be like, do what you're doing, man. Do what you're doing. So I'm gonna keep doing my shit. Yeah, so I said I don't have storage. I really don't, but I just wanted to at least come back and tell y'all about where I've been, why I disappeared, because my health was trash. My depression was amped up, but your girl is back. I was recording videos though. That's the funny thing. Like, I have footage, all kinds of videos that I recorded. I just never posted it, edited it, whatever. So videos are coming, business shit is coming, my website is coming, richness is coming. Anyway, I will get back to working on my room because that's what I was actually doing. But I was putting up this picture. Let me show y'all right here. And it made me think about yesterday, and I was adjusting my crown. Like, bitch, get it together. You can be down for the moment. You know, health stuff is a big deal. Not being able to do stuff for yourself is a big deal. Your hands not working is a big deal. All of it's very relevant, but get back to doing you, man. Don't let this stuff get you down. And so that picture prompted me to be like, I should record a video about what happened yesterday, because that shit is amazing. So anyway, I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching, and I hope I looked in the right spot majority of the time. If I didn't, my bad. But yeah, later y'all.